What's going on, guys? Hope everybody's doing well. Today I want to talk about movies, exercise, and music, not in any particular order. John Kiriakou, or Cow, however you say his name, the Central Intelligence guy that's been going a little bit viral here recently. I saw a TikTok, or I came across a TikTok where he's talking to the camera and he's saying that music, exercise, and good movies are what make for a enjoyable life, and it's something that's really necessary to do in certain moments. And I completely agree. I couldn't agree more. I think if you are somebody who's depressed or dealing with depression or going through something in any moment, if you can have a day where you sit for an hour and you listen to music, or you sit for an hour and watch a really good movie, 2 hours maybe, and exercise in that day, you do one of those. Exercise has to happen no matter what, and then incorporate either music or movies or both. I think that you'll find yourself feeling a lot better, and you'll begin to understand the beauty in the small things, and that's what I've been noticing as of recently. I also would recommend that you read books or do anything that is capturing the creativity of others. And the more that I've been on TikTok and Instagram recently, the more that I've realized that it's not the platforms that are evil themselves, because there are a lot of creators on there. Well, maybe I have that backwards. The platform itself is what it's evil, but it's not the people and the creators on there. If you can cultivate an algorithm that is beautiful, you can be surrounded by modern art in a way that is really, really cool. And I think that it's been demonized and weaponized in a way that's negative. And I think it's a way that a lot of young people today, and just people in general, can express themselves in a really creative and beautiful way. And I think if you build your algorithm into a way where you're being fed things like, exercise, good music, good movies, good scenes, cinematography, the word of God, things like that, if that's what your algorithm begins to be, you're going to be able to be on TikTok and social media and not feel as drained, and not feel like you're just looking at, complete shit all day. You're actually getting some substance from what you're watching. And I kind of went off track there a little bit, but I think that's something that's important, is if you can cultivate your algorithm into being something that's productive and something that's beautiful, it's not necessarily a bad thing to absorb culture and absorb art from other people. And I was trying to get to the point of, I think it's important that we take time to just absorb art and absorb creativity, in the same sense that we should be creative ourselves. But a lot of the time I think people say like, this stuff is bad, it's social media is bad, this is bad. Necessarily that's not incorrect. Like I said, I think the platforms are, and the algorithms are wired to try and make us be less productive. But I think if you can build an algorithm that is just the beauty of the world mixed with, things that matter, that it's not necessarily all bad. So I know this is kind of a weird message, and I'm not necessarily saying get on social media, it's okay to scroll. I'm just saying if you can do it for short periods of the day, you could actually find yourself being more inspired by things like TikTok and Instagram. And that's actually what got me to say this message, is by having my brain wired in a sense to where I'm looking to be inspired whenever I'm scrolling. I'm looking to, my algorithm is something that isn't just brain rot and shit, although there is a place for that if you just want some form of enjoyment. But I'm not trying to say this from a sense of, I'm high and mighty, my algorithms be learning shit and scientific benefits and all this stuff. That's not what I'm trying to say with my algorithm. That's not what I'm trying to say and come across as pompous with this message. I'm just saying that if you can surround yourself with things that are positive, then a lot of things aren't necessarily that bad, or as bad as we make them out to be. So that's the message. Thank you guys so much. That's the message. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always, and have a blessed one.